Kanji? Whoa, what are you doing here? Kanji's been panicking for some reason. Will you talk to him? Oh, hello, Yukun. I heard you're leaving town tomorrow. You know, Kanji's been acting all sad and lonely lately. Shut up, you old bat! I told you not to speak to me that way. Anyway, have you told him about our handicraft class? Thank you for being such a role model for my son, Yukun. Come visit here sometime, alright? Goodbye now. You didn't hear what she said, did you? Handicraft class? Ugh. See, a bunch of customers like those knitted dolls we saw, and they asked me how to make them. So I'm gonna hold classes on how to do it. Love it up, why don't you? Senpai. It was my decision, though. If people want to learn and if I can teach them, hell, why not, you know? I'm still kind of embarrassed, though. But, it kind of feels good to do something for other people. It's only because of you that I could face up to AM, Senpai. Thank you very much. Kanji has a refreshing smile on his face. You feel a solid bond. Are you gonna say goodbye to the others later? Well, it ain't like this is the last time we see each other. Our friendship ain't just on the surface. Funny how we got to the murder case to thank for that. You put an end to this stuff, right? Our Daichi's up in the slam and the fog is all cleared up. It's all thanks to you, Senpai. Yo, Senpai, when you go, don't turn back around, okay? See ya. What happened to the fox? Liegen gar nicht zum Schreien. Na, okay, haben wir leider nicht. Genauso wenig wie die Athletes. Transfer me, what will you do? The shrine seems to be progressing as some objects are shimmering with a golden sheen. You don't see the fox. Perhaps it left. Huh? What a young man like you doing in an old place like this? This place was bustling with visitors not too long ago, but these days you see less and less. I heard the town was considering tearing the place down because someone stole money from the offertory box. Also heard some folks had taken up a home here and they were gonna haul it off to an animal shelter. Too many rumors these days. Remember that one about how the fog was making everyone sick? Oh, that other one. What was it called? Midnight Radio? That was probably with the kids, alright. My grandson and his friends were all into it. Funny, I remember something kind of like that happening when I was a kid too. Wonder who starts these rumors. Oops, I almost forgot. I was about to pick up some juice for my grandson. You wonder if the fox was taken to an animal shelter, as that old man said. You decide to leave the shrine. You feel a presence watching you. Ja, der Fox war eigentlich Mummy. And the fox and its children. The fox family seems to be welcoming you. They look like they're doing fine. The fox happiness reminds you of the close bonds you share with it. There are others you share a bond. You haven't decided to go back to Yukiko. Yep, bus stop. Da 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 your affection. Amagien. The Magian. Welcome to... Huh? Yukun, that's right, you're leaving tomorrow. Thanks for coming to see me before you leave.
I'm very happy.
It means a lot to me. I was thinking of spending today as just another day, helping with the housework, taking a long bath, and going to sleep. So I can say goodbye to you without crying. But I failed miserably. I kept thinking about you. And on top of that, here you are, right in front of me. You're not helping at all. You're so mean. That's it. I'm leaving town with you tomorrow. What? Just kidding. For now. You know, after I decided to stay here and become the manager, I realized how afraid I was. Whether I can meet all the responsibilities. Whether I'll be able to support the whole staff on my own. I never thought of things like this. But I've made my decision. Now I have to make an honest attempt at it. I'll do my best to overcome the fear. And you be my heart while I do, Yukun. We'll be together even when we're apart. I promise I won't turn away from my problems and fears. I'm going to meet every challenge head on, no matter how hard it seems. Remember what Amin Osagiri said? If mankind so wishes, I will return at any time. That's not what I wish for. I'll face myself, no matter what happens.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yukun. You forever be my precious friend. Feel a solid bond between you and Yukiko. Well, I should get back to work.
I'll see you later.
Tomorrow. Happened to Hisano. Where's the place? Yes. Hisano. So, dann gehen wir zu Papa Dojima, Daddy Dojima, nach Hisano. Und dann machen wir mit den anderen weiter. Hi, Hisano.
My.
Yu-chan. My, what a coincidence. We really are connected by fate. Shall we talk a little like old times? Sure.
Goodness, I'm so happy.
I love Hisano. I just went to visit my husband's grave, and I came to look at the river like I did last time. Next thing I know, here you are. There's a surprise. I live with one of my kids and my grandchild now. They're all so kind. I just realized that I almost never talked about my kids with you. I probably distanced myself from the rest of my family. I was afraid that if I didn't, I was going to depend on them. They're living like their own lives. I didn't want to be a burden on them. So I wanted them to forget about me, to treat me as if I was dead. But they welcomed me and now we will live together. Take care of me, but I'm taking care of my grandson. So there's a little bit of give and take there. There really is a place in the world where I belong. I just assumed that there wasn't one. They are my children, my family. I regret that I didn't talk with them before. My husband's death must have been sad for them too. After all, they lost their father. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Yes, very much so. I'm so happy right now, but because of that I feel sad every now and then. I can't help but think he must have wanted to feel this happiness too. So I've decided the best thing I can do is live a long, happy life. I'll make the rest of my life as great as it can be, and then I'll tell my husband about it when I see him again. Then we'll have all of eternity to be happy together. I'm not afraid anymore, just a little lonely. I also have to tell him everything that happened in town too. About this whole crazy year, those awful murders, and how the police solved the case. I definitely have to tell him about all about you too. I recently realized something. Precious things remain precious whether you're alive or dead. Sorry for making you listen to all my long-winded monologue. You look like you still have things left to do. You look like you've grown up a lot, Yu-chan. You're much more handsome now too. Not as handsome as my husband was, though.
I'll see you again.
Take care of yourself. You still have a lot of life ahead of you. Feel a close bond. Blah blah blah. He's gonna left without looking back. Shikosu. Yosuke and Teddy. Aber zuerst gehe ich zu Dojima Residence. They're both outside. Zuerst Nanako. Big bro. Hey you, how did Koppei coming along? Did you see all your friends? Most of them. See, did they all cry? Let me see your face. You look a lot more mature now. We've only been together for about a year, but kids grow up surprisingly fast. Nanako, do you remember what we promised? Take care of yourself, big bro. Don't get sick. You too, Nanako. Yup. Don't look so sad, Nanako. We're all family, remember? It doesn't matter if we're apart. We can go see him when I get a vacation. Then we can talk about everything that's happened since we lost sight of each other, right? Yeah. Then I can show you the big city.
Big bro.
Will you remember me? Of course. I will never forget you. It's a promise. Ah, come on. Don't cry. I'm not crying. Oh well. Guess our kids end up being pushed around by their parents. Same goes for you, you. It was not long while things considered, but I did enjoy your time here with us. I really do think of you as part of my family. I'm surprised my sister's kid would turn out to be such an upstanding young man. Give Nana a call sometimes when you have a spare moment. Of course, and you're welcome to come visit us anytime. I'll leave your room just like it is. It's your second home, you know. You gonna cry? When I grow up, I want to marry you, big bro. You're a stud, you. Sure, Nanako, if you're still available by the time you're an adult. But that will be a long time, won't it, you? Right? Vishima smiles, but he's looking straight into your eyes and doesn't seem to be joking. By the way, have you said goodbye to everyone? Im Manga sagt er, but keep your hands off until she's 18. Ich hab da, für was hältst du mich? Anime? No! You still have a lot of time today. Why don't you go around Inaba and see everyone who miss you? Besides, I don't think you've really had the whole peaceful small town experience while you were here. I mean, yeah. That's the thing about this case, Pink and shortly after you arrived, and it finally ended a few months ago. Basically, it all happened while you were here in Inaba. I guess it was just a quirk of fate. Anyway, you should get going. We'll be going home too. Yosuke and Teddy. Da 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 ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Yo!
Yo, you! Sensei, I'm super duper happy that you came to see me. I came to see Yosuke. Going around saying goodbye, huh? What do you think of the sleepy, peaceful vision of Inaba? Must seem weird to you. I wonder why it began. I wonder why it began just as you arrived here. I remember that first time Sensei and Yosuke braving the TV world alone. Boy, I feel so nostalgic. Yeah, ever since then it was just one surprise after another. Can't imagine how it's gonna be like living here without you. A quiet, peaceful town with no need to use our personas anymore. I can't imagine it either. That's right, we were right in the middle of the case when you came over to this side. A lot of stuff's happened. Facing my true self, and you and me got into a fight too. Yosuke, did you smack Sensei? Ooh, how reckless. Of course, more. Best friends gotta fight sometimes to be best friends. Why didn't you say so earlier? Sensei, bring it on, let's fight. Don't hurt him, man. He's gotta get on the train tomorrow. Sensei, you're really leaving, huh? I'm glad I met you and Yosuke. You two completely changed my life. And Nana-chan, Yuki-chan, and the others too. They all helped me. They all gave life to me. Life? Come on, man. You were the one who wanted to change. That's why you tried so hard to make it happen. Thank you so much, Sensei and Yosuke. I love you. Love is kinda strong. I'll take off my outfit if you want. Let's not. Yeah. By the way, it's okay for you to chill here? Don't you have somewhere to go? Like meeting someone. Do you want Teddy to come with you? No, I think Teddy has to work. So, und die letzte, die wir noch haben, ist Nato. Die ist in der Schule. Let's go out into sun. Yes. Nato! Oh, Senpai, do you have business at school today? That's right, you're leaving tomorrow, saying goodbye to your teachers? That's right, that's very kind of you. Well then, please excuse me. Oh, not really. Hey, let's look at this school, huh? Can I come with you? The tone has become so peaceful.
Oh.
Well, not I'm disappointed. It's just that for me to remain here without our case to solve, I felt somewhat listless. I know this sounds awkward since we've already discussed it before and came to a satisfactory conclusion that the reason for me being here has nothing to do with the case. Perhaps it's just your departure that's making me lonely.
I
I'm sorry,
apologize.
I'm making trouble for you. No, I should apologize. Please don't apologize. It's not your fault for moving home. I'm sure this is hardly the last time that I'll face a situation such as this in my life. I remain here in Inaba-senpai. Of course, from time to time, my service will be required elsewhere. But Inaba is my hometown now. I want to treasure the precious time I've spent with you, solving the case together. The Midnight Channel, Personas, Amino Sagiri. My duty is to stay here and get to the bottom of these mysteries. To be honest, the thought of it makes me a bit lonely. Please don't forget your time here. I'll be at the station tomorrow with the others, so this is our last chance to talk, just the two of us. No, of course it won't be. I can go visit you anytime and vice versa. Senpai, don't you have other farewells to say? Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I'll see you tomorrow. No! So. Wir gehen nicht nach Hause. Das ist ganz wichtig, ganz wichtig. Alles klar? Junes Department Store. Should have no reason to come here anymore. Might as well stop by the food court around this time, ain't I? Yes. The usual food court. This is where you had to spend so many afternoons going over the case with everyone. Just sitting here brings back a lot of memories.
Huh?
Hi.
What a coincidence! It must be destiny!
Oh, so you guys came here too!
It's our very own special headquarters. There are so many memories here.
Yo there, Senpai. I thought you'd be here.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow, but I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
Ooh, let's have steak! Steak! And make Yosuke pay for everything!
Why always Yosuke?
Will you shut up about your steaks?
You reminisce with the others.
I really had fun in this world.
Dude, your whole existence is about fun. Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever, but at the same time, it felt like it went so fast. We won't ever gather here again like this, or tear our hair out trying to solve the mysteries.
Even if we wanted to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us. Come to think of it, for me, I think it all started when Chie told me about the Midnight Channel.
I think I heard about it from her too. How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it?
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
Didn't that Amino something monster say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest. In other words, he gave the power to enter TVs to those who awakened to their persona ability, so that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you? Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait, then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
There must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai?
You're the only exception. You had the power to enter TVs before your persona awakened. And the same goes for Adachi and Namatame. You remember that Nanako gave you something this morning as you were about to leave?
A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning.
The sentence says Adachi.
Huh? This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over. As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started. About that midnight channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
The letter from Adachi ends there.
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the midnight channel, the ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor? Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head!
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
The power to enter TVs, where everything about this case started. You learned about the Midnight Channel from Chia a few days after coming to this town when she told you the rumor. But Adachi and Namatame heard about the Midnight Channel from someone immediately after coming to this town. When you think back, you feel as if something happened to you as well upon your arrival here. There is something.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Who could have given you the initial spark for this power? The one you met immediately after coming into town was. In any case, you need to see them and confirm the truth. Als nächstes gehen wir zu der Riverbank. Die 2 Szenen mache ich noch und dann kommt die letzte Szene. Hi. Huh? Did you already
meet all your friends?
I want to talk to you.
What's this all of a sudden?
Yeah, I told you about the first day you arrived in town.
The day you first came to town? Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right?
Genau.
Did we stop somewhere on the way home? I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back. Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. And the very next day, those strange murders started. Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place? The gas station. I used the bathroom there. When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
The weird attendant?
Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh? Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind. But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah. Come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
I saw it a few times after that.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird, but after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro.
I talked to him?
Don't you remember? I asked you on the way home. Are you carsick? You said you were okay, but that attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Well, I didn't know about that. But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him?
It might be important.
I see. Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow. I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early. There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
Wait for me.
Okay.
The first place to stop when you came to town was the gas station. Maybe something that will jog your memory. Ja, aber zuerst müssen wir noch woanders hin. Central Shopping District. Because it isn't here.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you.
I know.
Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
The truth. There's one last thing.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied?
Yes.
What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Wow. That's a lot.
Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Orb of Zeit.
Hey, I remembered something about myself. I was born a long, long time ago. I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds to protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. That was my role. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth and life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself. I was left behind, with no power or memories. I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me. You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri. If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog. Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
Okay. So, und jetzt können wir einen Final Boss, Secret Boss. It began raining. Ja. Alles klar, also ist Margaret nur im New Game Plus. Und zwar, wenn wir, ich habe alles gemacht, die ganzen, wenn die ganzen Bosse besiegt, extra Bosse. Wenn du die besiegst, kannst du nochmal reingehen, beziehungsweise sagt dann Margaret, wenn du drinnen bist, sie möchte gegen dich kämpfen und hast damit den Secret Boss freigeschalten. Aber gerne dann trotzdem nur New Game Plus. Egal. Auf jeden Fall würde ich dann sagen, was ist heute mit Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. Und das nächste Mal machen wir das Semifinale, weil je nachdem, wie wir mit dem Dungeon fertig werden oder was jetzt danach noch kommt, mache ich nochmal eine Aufnahme oder zwei. Auf jeden Fall würde ich dann sagen, was ist heute mit Let's Play Persona 4 Golden und wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.